And another thing that I wanted to share that you did show me, Daniela, which we talked about recently, the game Installation 01, the fan project, has an amazing trailer. Okay, and I got theories here that I'm thinking about. Okay, and I definitely want to talk about it. I mentioned on Twitter, and I guess I'm going to give some more context here when it comes to Microsoft recently green lighting legally this fan-made game, which is called Installation 01. Okay, can I go into that, Daniela?
Yeah, go into that. I want
Okay,
to hear your thoughts.
so here's the thing, right? So Microsoft is getting ready to release a very, very powerful console this November, right? Called the Xbox One X. And one of the games that has always been a flagship title for Microsoft is the Halo game, right? So
Mhm.
these group of awesome developers are creating this game called Installation 01. Okay, and it is based off the best Halo games ever, which would be somewhere around Halo 2 and Halo 3. So they're building this game, and they have the trailers out, and you can watch the trailers right now. They're absolutely amazing. So in the past, I've seen a lot of different companies send out cease and desist to fan-made projects because it was going to affect with their money, it was going to affect their budget, or what have you, right? Whether it was a Nintendo thing, a Konami thing, you name the company that recently saw a project that looked so amazing, very, very close to that company's project, and they were like, you know what? We don't want you to have that come out. We're going to shut it down, right? So now we'll go back to Halo, right? So Halo, what do we love about Halo? Just as far as games are concerned, we like 2, 3, maybe 4, not so much 5, not necessarily caring about 6 right now because we don't know what's going to happen. Maybe they're going to show anything for that 6 Halo 2018, mid or late 2019, maybe. So now, as you're building this hype for your next game, what better way to do that by greenlighting this particular project that showcases everything we've loved about your game from the beginning, right? As you're building this great PR and marketing thing for the game that you're going to release next, which is Halo 6. But between now and when you decide to mention anything about Halo 6, what are you going to talk about? You don't have any, what, Cuphead? You're going to talk about Cuphead? After we're done talking about Cuphead, then what do we have after that? Nothing really. So you have a lot of games. Yeah, you talked about a lot of games during your press conference. A lot of games that we may not even think about or already have forgotten about, even right now. Maybe Cuphead, we're still thinking about that. But outside of that, what are you going to do with this thing? So you greenlight Installation 01, and you have this thing called Xbox Anywhere, which is the PC thing and the crossover thing. So now, why not just bring in the Installation 01 to play on your platform with Xbox Anywhere? That would be brilliant. While you're waiting to announce the next Halo, which is your Halo 6, because that would really help us really enjoy the game again that we once loved, Halo 2, Halo 3, while we're waiting for your next big drop, which is probably going to be your next big title anyway, unless there's something else. Well, Anthem is looking good too. But so that's my theory. I think that Microsoft is going to partner up with the devs of Installation 01, I keep saying over one, to announce and release this game, Installation 01, on the Xbox Anywhere platform when the time comes. And I think that's going to be one of the best things ever for Xbox One X, and however that's going to play out for the system in the near future. That's my theory.
You went really in depth with that. Like I got maybe a little bit into that, like the whole theory about 343 and Microsoft working together to help announce and bring this and this hype into it. But you went distance. But yeah, I agree with you. I agree with you wholeheartedly. And I think it's always a shame that there are studios and there are companies that are very quick for that cease and desist, because I always take fan-made projects as they're honoring this game that they love and they get shut down so quickly. So to see them taking advantage of this, because in a way it's pretty much almost free marketing for them.
Yes, it
It's
is.
already it's already something that was in the plans and they're working towards, and they obviously have some idea about, you know, the cost and the work it's going to put into it. They just like, just give us the okay. That's it.
Exactly.
And they're going to take advantage of that, which I hope that the people that are making this happen, you know, get some kind of compensation for it, obviously, other than like using their name and like, hey, look who's doing this for us to help us ramp up and hype this up for us.
Now, okay, so here's the thing. I'm still thinking about it. I'm still really hype about it, right? So the person or group that decided to say, hey, you know what? It would be really dope if we just greenlight this, you know, legally and just release the PR for it and let them talk about it on their blog. Let's just do that. It's not gonna hurt, right? Because we're planning on releasing another Halo anyway, and we don't have any major titles between now and then. Why not just do it? That person or group, genius. I don't know who did that. That is genius. So now the thing is, if you greenlight it and you don't do anything with it, then I'm like, what was the whole point? What was the whole point? It just makes sense that you would put it on the Xbox Anywhere platform, especially if you've gone to this, you know, length, if you will, if you call it that length, all the legal matters out of the way to announce a PR release for that, you know, to the world. That
Mm-hmm.
that would make sense to me if you don't take advantage of that.
I fully agree. And if they drop the ball on it, that's just gonna, it looks bad on both sides.
That would be crazy.